Yo, what's going on, everyone? My name is Sinister Skater. Welcome to the channel. If you didn't hear, unfortunately, Season 1 of Cold War got delayed by 6 days, but today they dropped the Season 1 cinematic trailer, which we're going to be checking out. If you didn't know, it's not publicly available right now. If you look down on the bottom left-hand corner here, you can see it's listed as unlisted because you have to go through a whole ARG that they launched earlier this morning on a whole separate site to get access to this link on YouTube. We'll be going over some of that and more story details, which is really interesting after we watch this trailer. Without further ado, we put the headset on. Let's go full screen and let's give this thing a look. There we go. Trailer next level, dude.
Has some pieces of the puzzle, but doesn't know he's a piece himself. He won't live long enough to work that out. I won't show him the mercy he showed me.
There's Rebirth Island.
I was in charge of the production of Nova 6 on Rebirth Island. I answered to Colonel 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐽 himself. I was loyal.
Awesome.
My star ascended. Until the Americans found us. That's when I met Russell Adler. He could not break me. Tell your boss, this is for Weaver. For letting Rebirth fall, 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐽 sent me to Gulag, where I found my true calling.
Hear that, Gulag? Did you hear that?
He's trying to bait you, Adler.
No shit. But if we don't stop him, civilians are gonna die. Do it. What the hell? He's manufacturing Nova 6 again.
Kill the rest. Adler is mine.
Oh, look at that. But wait, don't click off just yet. If you're interested in the story, the campaign story, just the multiplayer story of Black Ops Cold War, and or the Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Warzone story, you got to stick around because we're going to be going over some more details that Activision has shared with us and some stuff we've seen in this trailer. If you don't care about that though, why don't you go check out my 5 tips for Cold War multiplayer that I uploaded the other day, which includes armor canceling, which will give you a great advantage going into Season 1. But let's run through this trailer real quick. First things first that this indicates, we saw Adler, we saw the year is 1984, somewhere here, 1984 right there, January 21st, 1984. This indicates that if you guys haven't played the campaign, I guess spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about the campaign a little bit here. I have a whole video going through the full campaign playthrough from start to finish. If you want to go check that out, whichever way you go about it, I highly suggest playing the campaign before Season 1 drops. But you can see 1984 is well after the campaign ends that we've played through, which means it looks like the good ending where Adler and Bell survives is the ending that they're going with and is the canon ending. And it also seems to confirm that cliffhanger, at least Adler isn't the one that is shot and killed at the very end of the campaign. Does Bell survive? We still don't know that, but I guess that confirms this here. But this guy right here is our main character called Stitch, who is going to be a new operator for Season 1. You can see his name right there is Stitch. He's one of Adler's enemies on his little intel board there. And down here is Operation Rebirth, which is apparently Rebirth Island, which I think is maybe an Alcatraz-like prison, or it's supposed to be the new Warzone map for Season 1. It's supposed to be a smaller scale, fast action type of map. But I don't want to talk about that right now. We don't know too much about that. I want to talk about Stitch because he and Nova 6 seems to be the link between Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare. So in order to get to this website, you had to go through this whole ARG, which gives us more information on Stitch. Just to walk you through this, so there's this website that was part of the whole promo code they sent to some YouTubers the other day. And what you would do is you'd type in, oh, there's actually sound with this. You'd type in payback to log in here, and then it would go ahead and log you in. And then there are also a couple commands that I'll speed through on the screen right now that you can see. But it brings us to this. You type in Stitch is coming. It brings up a whole backlog of Stitch, which if we read through, is really interesting. So we scroll up here, we see, oh, I guess it doesn't want to scroll up. His name is Victor Stitch Kuzmin, born 1938, Warsaw Pact, blood type B. He's ex-KGB. But if you read through his service record here, 1959, he graduates the Institute of Chemical Technology, blah, 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 blah. He joins the KGB, and he's assigned to manage production facilities on something that is obscured, reporting directly to Colonel Khrushchev, which, if y'all don't remember, is one of the bad guys in Black Ops 1. This image right here is one of the more famous ones you may have recognized or remember from that campaign. More interesting, though, he was captured and interrogated by the CIA, which we saw in that intro cinematic there. He loses an eye to CIA agent Russell Adler, which we saw, but he gave up nothing other than his name and rank. And eventually, because of this, Khrushchev stripped him of his rank and sent him to the whatever the hell it's called, the Gulag, which this is the same Gulag as in the Modern Warfare universe, which is, I don't remember if it's the first or not, but it's a direct link between the Modern Warfare and the Cold or Black Ops universes that are being tied together in this new like Call of Duty cinematic MCU style universe, which is really exciting. Furthermore, reading down, there was an attack on the Gulag by a small team of unknown operatives, which left many guards and prisoners dead, and in the aftermath, he is discovered to be missing, he being our character Stitcher, which is probably a operation to go in and break him out, of course. You know, and shortly after, we saw the Rebirth Island thing. I believe this is a shot of Rebirth Island right here, and you can see we have Khrushchev right here, and I believe this is Dr. Alex Steiner, which was from the, let me look that up real quick. I'm sorry, Frederick Steiner. I'll pull his image up right there. This guy, who was one of the main scientists who developed Nova 6, we learned that Nova 6 was developed on Rebirth Island. Everything is tying together. And then if we play the rest of this, learning what we learned in this trailer, you can see that Adler and the CIA operative stormed Rebirth Island. There's Adler. You can see it's getting blown up, and here is where he's getting captured and being Stitch is being interrogated, where he loses an eye. So everything ties together right there. It checks out. The most interesting thing, though, to me, is our boy Stitch here, Nova 6 gas. I don't think the gas in Warzone has been specifically named other than gas. And I bet you that Nova 6 is the type of gas that's being used in Warzone. It dates all the way back to what, the 1950s in Black Ops Cold War, or Black Ops 1, and now Cold War is kind of rewriting or just simply adding details after the fact that we didn't know in the original Black Ops 1 campaign. But I bet you that this Nova 6 gas ends up, I mean, we saw, again, spoiler for the campaign, we saw Imran Zakhaev, I believe, in the Black Ops campaign, which is another, actually, that was the first direct link between the two games. I bet you him, Stitch, that's how this gas is getting sold off to, I forgot the dude's name. Yes. Al-Assad. I bet you that's, how the gas gets over to Al-Assad and into Modern Warfare. What would this be, 20 years later after the fact, which is awesome. This is so exciting to see how they're just merging these two universes together after, what, the last decade of kind of having all these Call of Duty universes separate. So I'm super freaking pumped for Season 1, especially to see Warzone come in with all the other Easter eggs. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention real quick. This was the Easter egg video feed that you roll down here. It'll show you, this right here is the website you were supposed to go to for the thing I showed you earlier. You'll hear right here, random beeping. There was a lady reading numbers.
3, 2, 4.
Later on in the stream, we see these two characters come in. Looks like they're analyzing stuff. And then at some point, you can hear, this is... That's Russian. I actually didn't watch this full thing before. That that kind of startled me how they jumped up right there when it went red. But you can hear that's Russian numbers being read. And if you guys played Modern Warfare or Warzone, the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the Russian numbers read like that is that Warzone Easter egg where we had to translate some. It was a different voice actor, of course. It was a male Russian, I believe, saying it. But we had to translate Russian code to get into bunkers and all that. Down in the bunkers, there's nukes and gas and all this other stuff. Like these characters could very well be in one of the Warzone bunkers we made to see. Like everything is slowly tying together. It's awesome. And my question for you before we sign off here is, where do you think the story is going for Call of Duty in general? Do you think the Nova 6 gas is going to be the gas we see in Warzone? Are they going to confirm that down the line? Do you think Stitch is an existing character under a new alias from a previous Black Ops or Modern Warfare game? Anything about the story, let me know down below. This is so exciting, and I can't wait to see what they do. We're going to be covering Season 1. Again, comes out on the 16th, which is next Wednesday. So subscribe so you don't miss any of that awesome content. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Again, consider subscribing. There are links down below in the description for you to check out if you would like to help support my channel. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. My name's 𝐶𝐤𝐴𝐚𝐬𝐴𝐻𝐴𝐚. I'll catch you on the next one, hopefully. If you subscribe, please. All right, peace out.